Mr. Dr. L. Selvarajan. He will be speaking on the topic coronavirus diseases, COVID-19, and tobacco control. Uh, and Dr. Selvarajan is Deputy Director cum SPO, National Tobacco Control Program, Department of Health and Family Welfare, Government of Karnataka. He specialized in orthopedic discipline, but he's managing three important domains: trauma care, dialysis, and National Tobacco Control Program. Under his guidance, there are many significant tobacco control program policies which have happened, like ban on chewing tobacco, ban on sale of single cigarettes and other tobacco products, and spitting in public places, and banning all kinds of pan masala, etc. So he's doing good work in the state of Karnataka. So welcome, Dr. Selvarajan. Over to you.
Thank you, ma'am. Am I audible?
You are barely audible. Can you please adjust your mic so that we can hear you better?
Give me just a minute.
It's unmuted now. It's muted now. Please unmute your mic, Dr. Selvarajan. I think it's muted.
Mr. Selvarajan, we request you to please unmute yourself.
Yeah, ma'am. Am I audible now? Hello.
Yeah, it is better.
Yeah, better. Now better. Yes,
my voice is much better. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the introduction, ma'am. For the small work that I do, you have spoken very highly about me. Thank you very much again. And I also thank the organizers to spare us a few minutes to share what we are doing here in the state of Karnataka. Can we move to the next slide, please? Yeah, this slide is on the public domain, but I just put it here. It looks quite impressive that we have reduced the various indicators as per the GAT survey. Quite an impressive slide for a state like Karnataka, which has got production also at the top level, and many multinational players also working in this field. Next slide, please. I was told that this presentation is basically to tell us about what we did following the onset of COVID here in the state of Karnataka. But this slide is definitely not impressive, because we are now having the surge, and we continue to have the surge in my state, Karnataka. And as of now, we have crossed the 5 lakh mark, and the projection is that we are expected to hit around 7 lakhs by the end of mid of next month. Yeah, what we have done in spite of the challenging times because of COVID, we were able to concentrate less and less on the tobacco issue. But whatever is possible, we have been able to do. As soon as we got the budget from NHM, we have been in touch with all the district tobacco control cells. We have shared them the guidelines. As you know, Karnataka is a state which has got a district level tobacco control cell in almost all the 30 districts of the state. Next. Just to show the improvement in the usage of the fund for what was reserved for the tobacco control work. This in turn reflects the increased presence that we have been able to make in the state and create some amount of effect in using the IEC and such other media. Next, please. It's been quite a difficult time because we have not been able to meet in person. So we have had a lot of Zoom meeting. We had a lot of webinars. We have been in touch with the districts. We have been insisting, and we have been successful in convincing the district level deputy commissioners to have about 15 review meetings since March 2020, which I feel has been the greatest achievement, because convincing the DC, who is also the head of the COVID challenge in the district, to spare a few hours for discussion on the tobacco issues. It's quite tough, but still we have been able to have about 15 district level review meetings in the state since March. Next slide, please. We were able to, of course, conduct the World No Tobacco Day using the IEC materials that was shared by the government of Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. to some extent, we were able to connect that tobacco and COVID should go hand in hand, and we should use this opportunity to publicize, advertise, and create more awareness in the public regarding the tobacco issues and the COVID. Next. This was one of the events that we conducted with support from Union. We were able to conduct a national level online quiz, and we ran this program for nearly 15 days, and we have had a tremendous response. And very shortly, we have identified the winners, and we are going to award them with a small prize in the coming weeks. Next. Some of the major things which we have been able to convince, and where we have been able to talk with the people who really matter as far as the policy issues are concerned. We did announce through the health minister the banning of the spitting tobacco in public as part of the World No Tobacco Day. We had a small video released by the Honorable Minister for Health and Family Welfare here in the government of Karnataka. We also had a press meet. We gave maximum publicity. We have also ensured that the same things are implemented at a bigger scale at the district level by talking continuously with the DCs and the SPs of the state. Meanwhile, we had a big boost when Honorable the Chief Minister of our state, he submitted a letter to us asking us to explore the possibility of implementing or coming out with a proposal to ban all the smokeless chewing products like pan masala and other things. The government was very fast, and we immediately formed a technical committee, and we have submitted the proceedings of this committee. And very nice to tell you that the Chief Secretary of the state has had 2 rounds of discussion within a matter of 15 days. In the month of September, we have had 3 rounds of meeting with Chief Secretary, and we are almost on the verge of now testing the pan masala products. What we have done till now is we have geared up the Food Safety Commissioner. We have geared up the Home Department. With their assistance, we have been able to now generate and collect about nearly some 130 to 150 types of pan masala products which is available in the market. And right now we have now shipped it for testing to the national testing lab at Noida. We are expecting something to come out of this result. Once the results are out, I hope the National Tobacco Testing Lab also helps us in coming out with the result quickly, so that we can force. This is the right time to hold the bull by the horns and implement some policy making decisions. So we are hoping some outcome once the results of this pan masala products which have been shipped to Noida comes out. Next. Release of the material relating COVID and tobacco by Honorable Health Minister as part of the World No Tobacco Day. Next. Yeah, we do have a strong coalition partners in the state, and time to time we have been able to meet them and try to activate them and try to align them and work with them hand in glove. So I think this is one of the important achievements which we were able to make in spite of COVID and all the shortcomings and all the pressures on us. Most of the time was taken away for the COVID work, but still we are able to manage to have this coalition meeting. Next. Enforcement, in spite of all the COVID work, where even the tobacco control program staff are being involved, but we have made use of this opportunity to also simultaneously start the enforcement, and not to forget the core activity, which is enforcement under the National Tobacco Control Program. Considering the workload and the time availability, I think 7,900 cases booking in the last 6 months has been really good, though this doesn't compare with what we did during our non-COVID times. But quite something we are doing in spite of all the limitations. Next. Webinars. One of the main way of connecting to the various urban local bodies in the state. I was listening to what Dr. Rana Singh was telling in the earlier slides, and it is very scary. I thought tobacco vendor licensing should be a simple matter, but the data which Dr. Rana Singh was presenting in one of the earlier talks today, it's very mind-boggling to see that whether this can really come up and whether this can be really pulled. But we have come a long way in the state, and very shortly, the Urban Development Department in the state is going to come out with this vendor licensing. Thanks to the support we have received from Union, it has been the driving force for us to push this activity and scale it up. And we are intensely following this with the Revenue Department as well as the Urban Development Department in the state. Very shortly, we are going to come out with the vendor licensing policy and the act and the rules in the state of Karnataka. Next. This is another important activity which we have taken up with the support from the legal team. Amit and others have been helpful to us. We have identified an expert in the Department of Parliamentary Affairs who was earlier working with the department, and we have entrusted him the task of amending the Code Act so that at least certain components like the fine amount, which is currently around 200, can it be hiked, and whether the legal age can be raised and from 18 to 21 years, and also can we just push the tobacco vendor licensing through this certain amendments here in this act. This is going to be very shortly presented, and the draft we received only yesterday. So the committee will be going through the draft sometime next week, and we are going to present this. This will also be a shot in the arm for all the tobacco warriors who are there in the field with the NTCP team here in Karnataka. Next. Testing lab. After the onset of the COVID issue, we all know how the testing has been a real challenge. The more you test, the more the products, and the more the results, and the more the outcome, and more the policy decisions. So the Chief Secretary has been the driving force, and we have joined hands with the Kidwai Institute, Memorial Institute of Oncology, which is a tertiary level cancer institute here in Bangalore. We are also in a tie-up with NIMHANS and all the key players here. We also have Dr. Vishal, who is an oncologist and part of the HCG group, but is also the member of the task force here in Karnataka. So we have a fair mix of NGOs, the government players, and this is one thing which we are looking very keenly forward to establish a tobacco testing lab here in Karnataka itself in the coming days. We have been generous, and we have engaged with NIMHANS. We have engaged with this community medicine department of the Kasturba Medical College in Manipal and major important players. And we have been successful in using the budget, whatever is available with us, optimally to conduct some research activities, and most of the outcomes are ready now. We are going to present a paper regarding the outcomes of all these researches and surveys that we have done in the last 1 year. Though limited, but we have been very, very successful in utilizing the money in a very systematic way. Something is going to come out of this survey and the reports which are being analyzed by the expert team. Here we see the Director of Health and Family Welfare Services along with Dr. Sudarshan, who is a nationally renowned public health figure, along with Dr. Pratima Murthy from NIMHANS releasing the findings of the survey conducted by NIMHANS. A small activity for a public health program involving in survey, I feel it's a small achievement for us also. Next. Yeah, that's it. I've just presented a small thing. Thank you for everyone for participating and helping and listening to me.